start?
Hi, good morning everybody. I have a couple of questions. The first one is, does anybody here has a family member or a relative who has cancer or died because of cancer? Well, it feels awesome. Well, on my personal case, a lot of my family members had died because of cancer. And also one of my close friends who I grew up with died because of cancer 3 years ago. So that's kind of the background that motivated me to go for a biomedical science degree. Well, hopefully with that degree, I'll be able to get a job in the cancer treatment facility. Now, from my questions, you can tell that I'm going to be talking about cancer. I'm going to be more specific talking about what is cancer and what is the National Cancer Institute. In an interview with Dr. John, he's a captain in the military base of Lenwood in Missouri. He explained to me that cancer is a term used for diseases in which abnormal cells divided without control and invade tissues. Now, why he mentioned diseases? Because we are not talking about one type of cancer. There are more like 100 different types of cancers. Now, it all begins in the cells. Cells usually they grow, reproduce, and die when they get old or damaged. Now, some cells, they get old and damaged and they don't die. They get together and form a mass called a tumor, and that's when we start talking about cancer. Now, cancer is, there is still a lot of research to do about it because there are still a lot of questions about. Some people can live a whole life with cancer and not die because of it. In the other hand, we got other people that can die in a couple of days. So it's a very unique and still a new illness for everybody. Now, what is the National Cancer Institute? It is one of the 11 agencies that compose the Department of Health and Human Services. It is the federal government principal agency for cancer research and training. One of the main missions is to support and coordinate research projects in hospitals and private clinics and any other business that is focused on kind of look into this subject. Now, it is all nationwide and it's also located in Puerto Rico and Canada. So that's why I wanted to work for the National Cancer Institute. I think it's a pretty unique company, and it does a lot for trying to find these new treatments for these cancers, and it helps a lot of people. Now, this information I found it, most of it on cancer.gov, which is a pretty good website, and they will explain a lot more that I've talked here. And also, I gathered some information at the library, where they have almost like half of a cubicle where there's a lot of books about cancer, and specifically about the National Cancer Institute, where you can find a lot more information. Now, to conclude, I've talked about what is cancer and what is the National Cancer Institute. I hope this information will benefit all of you. Maybe you can apply to your lifestyle somehow, be more knowledgeable about it. Thank you for your time.